I can't be bothered to explain the rules again, so go watch the first part to understand what's going on. On day 1, the Jizz Wizard cursed my game because it's white for some reason, but also, there's no Pirate Seas plants that we have currently on day 1. So, what do we do now? I was streaming this in a Discord call and my friend had the idea to use a rent-a-plant, which is actually pretty smart. However, I'd rather rip off my testicles than go gambling for a turtle pulp, which I for some reason called Butterpult the entire time I was recording. Butterpult. So instead, I'm just gonna play the level normally and then get Curdlepult and then play the level again as Curdlepult only, which is pretty easy. Whoa, 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 are you saying the N-word? No, no. Oh, this ad rocks, dude, yes! Day 2 introduces the goals, which is completely subsided.
I'm expeditious. I'm malicious.
However, it's completely subsided by the Butterpults, which actually don't throw butter, because my RNG sucks with this fucking guy. Easy level, though. Day 3 was another easy level. However, we do unlock the Snapdragon, which is an absolute goat. Day 4 introduces bucket heads. However, Snapdragon counters this with his insane plant food power. This is like a free cherry bomb, it's kinda crazy. Day 5 is also nothing special. Oh, an ad. Oh, is this like every time now? I actually don't know why I'm getting ads now. I actually lost on day 6, and I can see why. I was playing like absolute shit. I played not like absolute shit, and I beat it next try though. New plant. I don't know if this is gonna help, honestly. Day 7 introduces barrel roller zombies, which are pretty annoying. Spikeweed does counter it by destroying the barrel, but it also dies itself, which is absolutely not worth wasting 100 sun.
No one cares about your
barrel roller zombies.
We almost just died ourselves!
Barrel roller isn't even that much of a threat because both my plants counter it anyway. Curdlepult throws over the barrel and Snapdragon pierces the barrel, so quite frankly, he's not that bad. Day 8 sends quite the fright with a Gargantua on a conveyor level with no lawnmowers. However, it's really not that bad as there's only 2 non-world plants, which are just Walnut and Potato Mine. Okay, that was easy. I almost lost on day 9, but all my shitty Curdlepult luck came back to repay its debts to me because this guy got like 4 butters in a row, which is kinda crazy. And now we unlock probably one of the most overpowered plants in this world.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for! Duh. Preparing the
Spring Bean. I'm not joking when I say that Spring Bean is stupid overpowered in this world. His plant food literally insta-kills every zombie. He's also super cheap and you can use him multiple times. Day 10 introduces imp cannons, which are extremely annoying because Curdlepult is literally the only thing that can reach it, which means that more likely than not it's gonna blast all over my lawn, which is not great. Nevertheless, day 10 is beaten pretty easily. Not much else is interesting with day 11. I do unlock Coconut Cannon, but I mean look at this, I'm never using this. On day 12 I immediately start using Coconut Cannon because it forces me to. As my reward for slaughtering all those people, I get a shovel that lets me get 25% discount when shoveling. Then I unlock Arena Mode and Crazy Dave makes a reference to my favorite game! Gardenscapes! Day 13 is a sun-produced level, which means I actually have to bring Sunflower. But I'm not complaining because I still get to use Coconut Cannon and holy shit, he sucks! He can't even one-shot a Buckethead. We also get introduced to this bastard, who's honestly one of the worst ones because he takes away plants, which is already a lot of value lost because we don't have any sun producers. However, thanks to our increased sun production, we beat this level with ease. Day 14 is the...
Wake up!
Huh? What? Oh, thanks, dude. Unfortunately, Snapdragon just immediately outclasses 3-Peter, so yeah, we are not using him. On day 15, we use 3-Peter to defend the flower line, fuck. Day 16 is a defend the endangered plant level, which is Spring Bean. Now the issue with Spring Bean is that he has narcolepsy, so whenever he does like one thing, he immediately falls asleep and is vulnerable for like 10 seconds. However, barely anything happens in this level, so it's pretty easy. On day 17, I actually lost because I'm a dumbass and tried actually using 3-Peter, but Captain Jack Sparrow freaking foiled my plans, so I had to restart. Even though that was completely unnecessary because I had the freaking discount thing and I just forgot I had it. However, Mama didn't raise no fool, so second time's the charm. I don't What the fuck? Day 18 is a survive with the given plants level, which surely can't be that bad. For some reason, there's just not a single gold zombie at this entire level, so it's a free win. And you know what? Shout out to the PopCap developer who did that, because they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew that 12 years in the future I would do this challenge, so legend. Day 19 would have been an issue if it wasn't a sun producing level, so it's pretty easy. I can even use 3-peater, which is fun I guess. Day 20 is yet another produce sun level, so I just got bored and spammed a bunch of spike weeds. Quite frankly, the only interesting thing that happened is that one empty space. That's so annoying. Day 21 is yet another sun producing level. PopCap. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't think anybody's gonna get that niche reference, but it's to the best horror movie of all time. It's a movie called Goblin. Genuinely go watch it with like a group of friends or something because it's the funniest movie ever. Slight warning, there's a little booby in there, so careful. Day 22, plan your defense, boring. I did almost lose it though, but it doesn't matter, I still won. Day 23 is a don't let the zombies step on the flower line level. However, there is a little known fact that spikeweed actually blocks the flowers, so zombies can just walk on it, so it's pretty cool. Even with this admittedly cool tech, I did lose because I just literally forgot about the other win condition, which is beat 8 zombies in 10 seconds, so whoops. I did, however, remember next time, and almost lost my snapdragon in the process, but I did it. Day 24 is another protect the endangered plants level with more spring beans. However, it's in a bit of a more problematic situation because there's imp cannons in this level, so there were a few close calls. However, I'm too much of an epic gamer to struggle on such levels like this. And finally, we're at Dr. Zomboss, who is super piss easy because we have all the plants that we need. Not a single non-world plant in this conveyor belt level at all. Since CapCut decided not to prank me this time and only made this video file 5 GB instead of like 20 like the Egypt video for some reason, I still don't know why it is that big. I'm gonna do Wild West. I still have to do the same thing with Day 1 in Wild West that I did in Pirate Season Wild West because I don't have any Wild West plants. Split pea is pretty much just a better pea shooter, so it's a pretty easy win. I also realized some crazy plant food tech with the minecarts. Trust me, this will be saving my ass in future levels. Day 2 is more of the same except we have Prospector Pete over here. Really, he's just a glorified dicker zombie and he's pretty easy. Another simple level down. Day 3 introduces the pianist zombie, which is a huge pain in the ass because he makes all the zombies dance up and down and they fucking go everywhere. So it's a nice thing we have minecarts because that really trivializes this. And unfortunately on Day 4 we meet our first truly impossible level. There's like 2 split peas in this, but do you really expect me to beat all this with just 2 split peas? No. But hey, look on the bright side. We got a pretty good plant. It's like seriously good. Fart fetishists win again. Day 5 introduces the Poncho zombie, which either has nothing under his poncho or he's hiding a metal grate like a terrorist with a C4 at the airport. I remember these guys pissing me off when I was a kid, but Chili Bean counters them pretty easily. Day 6 is an actual fun last stand level, which is equivalent to saying you found a 15-year-old without crippling acne. The level was ass-clenchingly close, but we squeaked by anyways. I just realized something disastrous that could happen. They could dance to another lane, which could actually screw me over badly. Yeah, look. Oh, it's so Jover. This is this bad. Come on. Yes! Oh my god, like this fucking hairs on my chinny chin chin, man. For Day 7, we get the pea pod, which is actually a really good plant despite it costing a mortgage for its full potential. Using the minecarts though, we can really just micro it and make it just cause carnage. Day 8 struck fear in my dainty little heart, as not only do we have to deal with 3 gargantuars without any lawnmowers this level, we also only get pea pods, coffee bean, and split pea. However, as a former BTD6 sweat, I beat the level with ease with just a little bit of micro. Day 9 is a given plants level, which for some reason gives us plants that we don't have yet, but I'm not complaining because this level was piss easy. Day 10 introduces the bane of my existence, the chicken jockey.
This Kentucky Fried Fuck will just kind of randomly spawn a bunch of chickens that deal a fuckload of damage and move at insane speeds.
Which is a good thing we have Thunder Reed, because that completely counters that guy right now.
Day 12 is a level where we can't spend any more than 500 sun, which is pretty easy because we just gotta place 4 pea pods and we win. We also get an incredibly useful upgrade which will really help us micro in the future worlds. Day 12 is another impossible conveyor belt level. The mechanical bull is introduced in day 13, who's mechanically bullshit. He makes a mad dash at the first plant he sees and throws an amp like 4 columns in front of him. I also forgot to say I got melon pole, but I mean, he's really not gonna be used much, he's way too expensive. I also lost this day because a mechanical bull in the final wave just made a mad dash like a 3rd column plant and threw an amp directly into my house.
I decided not to use Melon Pole this time because Melon Pole's ass.
Day 14 was also pretty easy. Any level with like a 5 column minecart is pretty much instantly beaten by 5 pea pods. Day 15 is the first of many don't lose more than X amount of plants, which may look a little scary, but this level really doesn't send anything that threatening, so we beat it with 2 pea pods. Day 16 is beaten with Thunder Reed spam. This also makes me realize how genuinely overpowered Thunder Reed's power plant ability is. Okay. Well, luckily this power up is a little OP. In fact, it might be a bit too OP because I just spawned the Jesus! That lasts a crazy long time.
All of a sudden, we get jump scared by one of the most difficult levels in the entire game so far, which is level 17 Wild West. See, the thing is that there's a flower lane that's pretty close to the edge. A grand majority of our plants are kind of expensive, and there's mechanical bulls in this level. Oh, fuck. This level is incredibly micro-intensive, and one wrong move will actually lead to your demise. At first, I was adamant on using Split Pea on the minecart to the right, because it could hit zombies behind and also in front, which makes it easier for the pea pod to kill zombies faster, along with it having an incredibly solid plant food that I could use to hit every lane. However, I died on the final wave. I then tried putting more emphasis on Thunder Reeds and using less coffee beans so I could use more stalling. However, I couldn't kill Poncho zombies without coffee beans. I then ditched Split Pea so I could use Thunder Reed plant foods instead for early damage, however I kinda fucked up and didn't do it in time. And while I did cut out a few attempts, that was basically my thought process and strategies being changed throughout the entire level. And it got to the point where I knew exactly what plants to put and where at the beginning of the game, because I'm pretty sure the game is hard-coded. This is a winning attempt after about 40 minutes of attempts.
Oh my god, I think I did it. Yes! Oh, I did it. That feels fucking orgasmic. I did that.
SYBAU Gubby Hater said I feel like this level is definitely gonna be given the most time.
Oh yeah, that was difficult.
But also that level was pretty fun, I gotta admit. And so naturally on day 18, there must be a yin and a yang, so we get a prepare your defense level. Day 19 may look a little scary with its 2000 sun limit and can't lose 2 plants, however, it's still pretty easy with Peapod. Even though day 20 wasn't part of the challenge, I still struggled with this level for just no reason, I don't know why.
What the fuck do you want me to do about that? What the hell? Hello? Are you serious? What the fuck do I do there? Okay, just get lucky, I guess. What a stupid-ass level, dude.
Day 21 looks just as, if not harder than day 17, but I beat on my first try, because there's no mechanical bulls and ponchos, just Prospector Pete, which is pretty easy to deal with. Day 22 is a survive with the given plants level, and while I maybe haven't given it enough attempts, I think this level is, it might as well be impossible. Wintermelon is way too slow of an attacker to be able to deal with all the chickens, and he's way too expensive to be able to not sacrifice mowers at the beginning. As much as I hate it, I did beat the level with only wintermelons and sunflowers. Day 23 is pretty easy.
And I struggled on day 24. It's because I placed my thunder reeds in the front, because my brain was kind of fried at this point because I did a lot of this in one sitting. Then after realizing my stupidity, I logged in and beat the level. Yeah, dude, I'm so happy I got watermelon. Dude, I'm fucking grinning ear to ear.
And here's the Dr. Zomboss fight. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm not making 2 worlds in 1 videos again because this was very exhausting to edit because I did this all in like 1 day, which is, you know, pretty taxing. So yeah, either I'll take a little break, but this is a pretty fun challenge so far. So, subscribe for more, I guess.